Hi there, welcome. I'm Luna. And I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're trying to get a sense of how I work and what to expect in your work with me as a therapist or possibly as a coach. And I'm also imagining that you're not having a lot of fun right now because you wouldn't be seeking out support if life were perfect. And I tend to work with people who both are amazing, badass, high achievers who want to do good things in the world, who are doing good things in the world, who have their heart in the right place, are heart centered, are driven, are loving, and are givers who tend to often overgive and overdo and overachieve. You also might be somebody who's been doing the work, that you're not new to the game. You've done therapy, perhaps you've done solo journeys of different types, and still there's these parts of you that run you that make you anxious, uncomfortable, like you can't be fully inhabiting your body and your mind and your spirit in a way that feels in integrity with who you know you really are. And you just want to carve away those last bits of conditioning and obstacles that are keeping you from radiating and shining your beautiful light, that essence of who you truly are. So if you're experiencing these things, know that you're not alone. As a Latinx, high-achieving, ADD, dog-loving, heart-centered therapist, I definitely can walk along that path with you, both from my personal and professional experience. As you can see in this room, this is the therapy room. If you see me in person, I have a few co-therapists that you might do therapy with. If we see me in person, I also offer virtual therapy. So you might be interested in that depending on where you're located. I'm in California. And I take a holistic expressive arts therapy approach. And what does that mean? First of all, holistic means I'm going to be working with all parts of you. And in traditional therapies, if you were doing in the past just talk therapy, it's great. I'm not speaking poorly of it, but it can be limiting. You might have done different work and you've gotten to a certain point, but like I said, you haven't been able to break through that part that's just felt stuck. You might not have used approaches that can help you access parts of your body and your brain and the parts of you in the unconscious they haven't quite been connected with in a way that helps you to unlock them. So if you're frustrated, no, it's not your fault. You've done nothing wrong. No one's done anything wrong. There's just more opportunity and more possibility. It doesn't have to be burdensome. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It can be intense at times where we have to feel things, but it also can be fun. It can be full of joy, full of laughter. And that's the approach that I like to take, is a co-creative approach where you get to express all parts of you. I trust that you have deep wisdom. Your body, your being, your soul, and your heart, they know what's right for you. You know what's right for you more than anybody can know. More than any therapist, more than anybody. You have the wisdom, you have the knowing inside of you what is right for you. And sometimes it's hard to get access to that. And that's what we need support with. And that's the role that I play as a guide in this co-creative process. I have 20 years of experience, 14 in the field of therapy and over 20 in the field of mindfulness and education. And my heart is so committed, honestly, to help you learn to befriend yourself, to become your own best friend, because it's tiring to feel like we're driven by the inner critic or these parts of us that feel like somehow we're still not good enough no matter what we do. And if you're feeling that, then I want to let you know that there is another side to that. There's celebration, there's play, there's lightness on the other side of that. And yes, I specialize in trauma. I work with complex PTSD, early childhood trauma, attachment wounds. I work with anxiety, and I work with the beliefs and the core obstacles that are keeping us overworking and overdoing and overachieving and somehow never feeling good enough. Yes, I work with that too. So my degree is in expressive arts therapy, which is a combination of art therapy, visual art therapy with narrative therapy, drama therapy, music, and movement. So you could be working with all of those. I tend to see my clients drawn towards the visual. So we might be doing watercolor or collage or working with clay and paint in order to help you access and move emotions, to bring out the unconscious parts of you so that we can bring them out of the shadows, so we can work with them and heal them. You could use it also to know these different parts of you, to express them in a way that if we try to talk about them, they can't quite get connected to. I also work with the body, knowing that the body holds anxiety, the body holds these messages, these conditions, this conditioning, and these traumas. So we will work with the body through movement, through identifying where things are located, how it feels, how to breathe and move through that. I also use neuroscience-backed or evidence-based approaches, which all of these are, but ones that are known more to work with the subcortical part of the brain, such as EMDR and brainspotting. You might be here because you saw that I do those. And if you don't know what they are, you can go to my specialty pages and read more about them. Mindfulness is also a huge part of what I do. I studied mindfulness 20 years ago and have brought it into all sorts of organizations and with a lot of different populations over the past 20 years, and use it in my sessions as a foundation of our work. Whether that is learning to use breathing interventions, which are the most commonly known ones to help reduce anxiety, to help increase your presence and connection with your body, or engaging in nature in a mindful way, or becoming aware of thoughts and patterns that are coming up, or even creating more spaciousness in your mind. And all of this combined is amazing. I also use inner child work because in my experience, a lot of this conditioning, if not most or all, took place and had its foundation in our childhood and those early childhood experiences, especially if you had early childhood trauma. And the befriending process, the getting to love yourself and know yourself and protect these younger parts of you is such a beautiful process. I love doing this, and I find honestly that it's some of the deepest, most profound work that my co-creative clients have experienced in their life. So all of these together, I find are like this beautiful tapestry, and you and I will co-create, we'll like weave this tapestry together based on what you need and what your body and your soul is saying it wants. And based on all my experience and my work as your guide, together we create this journey. I've had a beautiful experience with my clients where they have broken through a lot of barriers, whether it's changing their career, buying a home, leaving a lot of environments where they weren't safe or happy, setting boundaries, using their voice, becoming empowered, learning most of all to love and support and guide themselves through life in a sustainable way. All right, so that's a mouthful. I hope that gives you a sense of how I work. And if you feel like we would be a good fit, then feel free to schedule a 20-minute consult call. And we can talk a little bit more about what you're looking for and what's going on for you. Meanwhile, check out all the resources on my page, see if there's something there for you so you can digest and metabolize it, and feel free to reach out. All right, much, much love to you. Take beautiful care of your soul. From my heart to yours.